Wow. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Crafts with John. Boy, I have been screwing up all morning. This is going to be one of those days, I think. Buckle up. I'm going to lose a shit ton of money today. I did. So here's this. Let's go over here and let's talk a little bit what's going on. Where's my other screen? So this morning, I did the first dry run, I guess, of the daily paycheck. Had all sorts of problems. I'll tell you about that in a minute. And it's continuing into this show, of course, so God be with me. Quick reminder, though, tonight is Friday Night Fights. We've got Craig from OBC defending his crown tonight. I got that one. We'll deal it here at 6 o'clock from my table over here. Don't miss that. It's going to be a good one. It's our second person going for a three-peat, so let's see if he can get it done. And then, of course, next week's Battle Royale will be on next Tuesday. I think Craig from OBC is going to deal this one. We're going to get him out there and have him deal this one out. I'll play box. And Chris and Shearer are going to go right side with $5,000 bankrolls and test Craig's ability to do math in person. So it's going to be fun. Join us for that. That thing is getting into being quite heated up. So anyway, about this morning, what happened? So I decided to start the daily paycheck today. And by start, I mean do a dry run. So I went up to the table in the garage and I set it up with cameras in different spots than I normally have my zoomed into things to try and see what it's like to throw and deal and do a show from that table, which is it's 14 feet long and it's 4+ feet deep. So when I lean over the table to make the bets, it's hard to reach all the numbers. So I wanted how does it work, to do a show? Can I pay myself fast enough and not have my whole body lean over the table? So I tried this morning just to kind of get a sense of all that. A couple things I noticed. One is the table's very wide and it's hard to deal. Two is my cameras really suck. I bought these two Mevo cameras for out there. They're like $400 a piece. They're like 4K webcams, basically, right? They're terrible. They don't have nearly the quality that my camera in here has that was cheaper. So anyway, two bad purchases out there, and that computer out there sucks. It's a Windows computer, and Windows computers for streaming suck, like bad, like that. It's just it can only take two cameras. Period. I can't put a third camera into it. There's not enough. The USB ports won't take another connection, and the software I'm using OBS StreamYard. It's weird. Like you can't. Like, for example, I'll give you a thing. With the roll tracker, if I change the roll tracker to be the tracker account for the paycheck show versus the practice show, it wipes out the data that I've got. Like, it won't let me use two different things in those widgets. They get copied, not duplicated. So it sucks. I'm actually going to today I'm going to go out and buy a Mac, a cheap MacBook Air to put out there, and I can use my same software from here and there. So anyway. Here's the upshot. I did the 410 Bank Street. I came out with a 4 or a 10 rather, and then I rolled another 4 later on. I rolled a 7, and then I rolled 2 hard ways in a row. I rolled a hard 4 and a hard 10 so like 11 rolls. I made $900. So I did good on day one, but it wasn't about the money today. It was about setup, and I learned that my setup is crap. So whatever, I gotta go reinvest some money out there and make that thing a little tighter. So anyway, I'll get back to that show on Monday. We'll start it for real Mondays, but man, oh man, what a disaster that was out there. The setup does not work well for that. And of course the microphone won't work in there either. That microphone jack in that computer, it broke. So I have to use a Bluetooth mic, which sometimes doesn't connect. It's a whole thing. Anyway, we'll get back to that on Monday. But just so you know, things I'm gonna be tracking there are gonna be money, how much we win out of $5,000, how many rolls it took to get there. That's gonna be the tracking setup. And Victor wants to know the smartphone. I only have one phone, right? So here's the thing, Vic, with this. I used to use my smartphone for that, but now that I'm doing the roll tracker and Crapsy, so my iPad, as you can see here, the iPad, crap, I just dropped it. I'm telling you, one of those days, the iPad has Crapsy on it. My phone is what I put the roll tracker in. So my phone, when I'm downstairs, has the roll tracker on it, so I can type in. Boy, I'm telling you what, today is just a shit show. I use my phone for the roll tracker. So the two devices that I've got that aren't actual cameras, one's being used to type in the numbers. That's being used for Crapsy, which means the two cameras have to be overhead to come in. I can't swap things out. So just the way that it is. Greg, now that's going to be it. Oh my God. What a day. I'm telling you, man, this is one of the, I can't wait to throw dice. I'm going to throw horrible today. You know that. But anyway, that's what the deal is. I got to buy 2 new cameras. And again, 14-foot table, I need a camera for each side so I can get the landing zone and the betting zone, because I'm not going to bet and land in the same spot. And I know that people want to see the launch and release. So I might use the Mevo cameras for the launch and release camera and have an overhead for each. Anyway, I got to figure it out. It's going to be a long weekend. The weekend will be spent doing pretty much getting that room set up. I also got, which is hard to show you, but I got 5 of these things. This is a 3-foot wide by 96-inch tall black quilt, basically. And that'll be used to soundproof the garage. I've got 2 of those to test out for mounting, and then I'll get the garage. I have a lot of work to do. The weekend's gonna be very, very busy. But that's not why you're here. You're here not to hear me bitch about myself. You're here to watch me do some Friday Follies, right? Friday Follies. So here we go. Friday Follies is gonna look like this. Let's get to our next screen here, and a reminder of why we do this. Okay, Friday Follies, a good strategy with a sprinkling of crazy makes for a fun time. I love that quote from Green Day. Green Day is a member over at the Color Up Club, by the way. And the reason why I love that quote is sometimes on Fridays, I do things that are stupid, like hopping crazy. The time that we try to turn craps into roulette, like nutty things. Sometimes on Fridays, I just do huge money I want to make enormous bets and have a wacky time. Today, what I'm going to do is take a strategy that's actually not a terrible strategy. It is terrible. It's it's a good one in theory. It's not great in practice, especially at the levels that we can afford to play at, right? Even at the black chip level, you need like $5,000 to get into this thing just to have a chance of making some money. But today I'm going to buy, I think I've got 20 grand there. I got 20,000 bucks in the rack today. We're going to play at the purple chip level. And here's the strategy. It's going to be the Power Hedge. Now, this was one that I came up with a few months ago, and I didn't love it. I never really went anywhere with it, but it's basically taking the John Patrick basic play, which was, don't come for whatever dollar amount. Let's say it's, $10 or $12 or whatever, or maybe it's $25, and then you place the number. So it goes to the 5 or 9. You place the 5 or 9 for $20, which means you're going to win 5. You're going to win 3. Can't lose once you get the thing set. And that was his way, right? I've seen a lot of guys play that exact thing. Drop a quarter in the don't come, let it get set the number in front of it, and wait it out, right? If you can get that thing set, you're going to be largely okay. And then, of course, that led into the ricochet. Well, how do you protect that bet in the don't come from the 7? Well, you lay some number to get it out there safely, so you reduce. Anyway, it's a ricochet. We do it the 1 to 3 level here. We're going to do 3 times odds over the size of the flat bet in the don't come. We're going to try and actually win money on the odds. We're not going to try and protect the don't come. We're going to try and win money, power hedge it with the lay bet. That's the first step. You'll see there's huge money out here for that. Then when it gets set, we're going to hedge every point. And here it is. At the black level, it looks like this. If you have a $100 don't come moving to a 4 or a 10, you place it for $75. That way you're going to win 25 on the 7, or you win 50 on the 4 or 10 being hit. So either way, you're covered for either 25 or $50. On the 5 or 9, you place it for $80. You're going to win 20 or 12 based on the 7 or the 5 or 9 hit. On the 6 or 8, they are terrible. You're going to win $10 or $5 once you hedge it out, right? That's why I say even at the black chip level, which these are black don't come bets, you're going to grind all day long doing this, right? We're doing it today at the purple level. So purple level looks like a $500 don't come coming out. And when that happens, you can lay the 4 and 10 or place the 4 and 10 for $350. In which case the 4 or 10 rolls, you're winning $250 because it pays $700 versus the 5, or winning $150. The 5 or 9 win you $100 or $75, depending, and the 6 or 8 win you $50 or $30. So again, 6 or 8 are terrible, but that's the play. We're going to play at the purple chip level. We're looking to win, over on a good long roll. As long as you don't repeat the number, back-to-back numbers, you're going to win $50, $100 every time. If the 7 comes, you're gonna take them for a good couple $100 every time, and that's the idea. If you happen to catch a 7 during the come out phase, you're gonna win probably $300, $400. So that's the play. It's gonna be again, it's good theory, right? It's built on that Patrick system from way, way, way back. A guy named Dak, who did he was a very popular system called the 36 full press. He had a system out there called, what was that thing called? I forget what it was called. Whatever it was called. It was basically the same thing, but it was only 3 points. It was the don't pass, 2 points, and stop. I'm going to run this thing forever. I'm going to take bigger lays, and we're going to do lower sized place bets. So the Dak's system basically placed the number for the exact amount. So you didn't really win much. We're going to place them for a little bit less to try and make sure we win on both ends of it. And that's the whole play. We're just going to go out here and do something silly today and have some fun with it. So that's it. And yeah, no hedging for you. No hedging for anybody. This is not a great strategy. Like, this is certainly not a great strategy. And that's why I say it's fun, because it's a lot of money and it's goofy. It does make money. But it's like throwing money away. This is like literally throwing money away in $500 chunks. So you'll see, it's a fun play, but it's not one that you would do probably to make a bunch of cash. So here we go. Let's get to the table. How about I turn that camera on, actually? Let's see. Is the camera on? There she blows. All right, here's my roll tracker. Yeah, let's do it. I got Crapsy opened up for you, by the way. It's going to be table code M4F4Z2. It's up there in the top. It's on. I'll get my roll tracker initiated, and we can start rolling this thing out. And I'll show you kind of how this works. Let me get my coffee, because that's the most important thing. Jump into Crapsy. If you want a rebuy, just let me know. Again, my Crapsy rules are, it's bubble craps. Basically, it's $1 level. You can go as high as 5,000 if you want to. I don't really care. Just buy in for whatever amount you want to. I'll approve all your rebuys to get you the bankroll you want to play with, and we'll just play with my rolls, and that's it. So let's get started. This strategy starts out by waiting for the come out, and I'm not going to work the don't pass, by the way. I'm going to work just the place bets up here, or just the DC. It's just my way. So don't tell me to go to the don't pass. I know that's the right thing to do. You'll see what I mean in a minute. When I get to the point where that becomes an issue, it's just whatever. I'm just not doing it. Here we go. Dice are going to be out. Let's get our first one. Let a point get established first. And again, we've got $20,000 in the rack. It's going to be a 10. So we need something to be here, right? There's our point of 10. It's going to be a 6-4-10. And let's get the roll tracker cursor in the right spot so that I can do that. For some reason, yesterday's rolls did not end. I don't know what happened there, but let's get a 6-4-10 in there. Okay, now we're set with the morning roll. Let's see, where's my glasses? I'm telling you, man, I am all for Clem today. Here we go. All right, point's gonna be 10. So what we do here is this. Our goal is, I'll move the blacks over here. Our goal is to have a $500 don't come get through. So what we'll do is for the 4 and 10, we're gonna lay everything for 3x, at least 3x that flat bet, okay? And what this means is for the 4 and 10, that's gonna be a 750 win, right? Half of 1,500 is 750. So if we roll a 7 right now, this would lose, you'd win 750, so your net is 250 on the 7, which is fantastic, right? If the 10 rolls, we lose 1,500 and we're gonna be crying. So we're trying to avoid the 10 and the 11. I'm not gonna hedge the 11. I normally don't do that. So you're looking at 3 ways to lose here, 2 ways to lose in there on the 11. So we have 5 ways to lose. Everything else gets us to another number. All you want here is a second number. And we have 4. That's beautiful. It goes to the 3-1-4. Now watch this move. DC travels to the 4. We don't need a lay. This lay, by the way, would have been a direct lay, and it would have carried a vig with it had it won. Now that we're on an actual don't number, the lay is free. There's no vig paid. It's an actual lay on a DC bet. So now we've got 500 on the 4, no 4, and the $1,500 lay, and we're coming through with another number. So here's the power part of the hedge, right? This is the power piece where as you're coming out of the don't come, you're looking to win big. Once this one gets set, I'll start hedging. I don't hedge until I get the second one set. So we're gonna be pretty big at risk right here as we go. Let's get the login of the 4, the 3-1-4 there. Whoop, 3-1-4, 3-1-4. And again, if you wanna play along in Crapsy, let me know. just drop your rebuy request. All right, let's get rolling here. Next number. I'll start going faster here as we go. See that? That's what happens, right? We're gonna play from behind. I knew it was gonna be one of these days. We're losing all 20,000 today. No question, we're losing all 20,000. What happens? The 4 rolls. We lose $2,000. Boom! Right out of the gate, we lose $2,000, and we get our don't come bet set to the 4. That's the big danger pieces right there. The ricocheting of these numbers. If the ricochet happens, you will get your ass kicked all day on this thing. Okay. As it happens, we did. But undeterred, we're going to lay it again for 1,500. And now we got to fight. We're going to have to work hard to get ourselves going here. Let's see if it happens. 314. Wow. Drop the dice. Man alive, what a day. I got to go on reset here. 6-4-10. All right. 6-4-10 we have. It's logged into Crapsy. 6-4-10. And a 6-4-10 there. That's your point being set. This DC will travel to the 10. Now, the lay is no longer needed. At this point, the way I normally play this, the next thing to do would be to lay the number that just came out. Okay, the way this works is a traveling lay. So you're gonna lay the number that just came out to get the next one set. And then you hedge the 4. So here's how this looks. We're gonna go hedge the 4 for $350. There's 400. Oops, there's 400. We're gonna place it for 350. That's your hedge on the other one. The latest one came here. This one is now exposed. What you ought to do here is one of two things. Either get on a lay bet or hedge it right now. So I can lay what just came, which is the 10, and let a new number come out. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let them get a new number. Instead of going don't pass, like what you should be doing here is this, a don't pass for 500 and I'd lay on the 10. Like that's the next move to get the don't pass set. I find that confusing sometimes. So what I'm gonna do is this, I'm gonna play this a little simpler. I'm just gonna hedge the 10 on the come out for 350. Nothing bad can happen now, right? Right now I'm in a position where I'm either gonna win 150 on each of these guys, or we're gonna, or sorry, 250 on each of those guys, or we're gonna win 50 or 150 here. Nothing bad can happen now. Let another point get established, then I'll start working the system again. I'm gonna pull this bet down in a minute though. Here we go. Bets are in. We have a 5-1-6. Our new point's a 6, 5-1. Okay, so the last number that got rolled is a 6. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna lay the 6. I'm gonna pull that place bet down. Actually, I don't want the place bet just yet, I think. Hold on a second. We're gonna lay, no, we're good, we're good. We gotta kind of reset the process. We're gonna lay the 6 for $1,200. So I lay the 6 and 8 for $1,200 while I'm coming out. So again, these two are hedged off, we're fine here. Those are both money makers for us. The 6 is a direct lay for $1,200. Okay, $1,200 will win 1,000 while we're coming through the don't. So again, I'm power hedging this here. The only thing we can't really do is hit that 6 again. We got to avoid the 6 for one shot. So let's avoid the 6 for one roll and keep on hedging through. We're probably going to roll it and get ourselves screwed. All right, 639, beautiful. 639, let's mark that up. Come on now. 639, 639. This is going to travel to the 9. I don't need this hedge anymore on the 6. I'm going to move it over here to the 9. I'm going to go back to the $1,500 level. You only go to $1,200 at the 6 and 8. Now I have the 9 hedged off, or the 9 powered up for the next one. We're going to keep getting one behind. So we have to avoid the 9 for one roll, let this one get set, and hopefully we'll start picking numbers off here and making some money. Let's avoid the 9, please. 437, that's actually great. Check this out, 437. So what happens? We'll take the losers, and I'll put the losers in front. We lose our don't come. We're gonna lose these two 350s, okay? That's gonna be $500. I'm gonna show you them in the right colored chip so you can see what's gonna happen here as we go. And that's $100. So we're gonna lose a total of $1,200 in that transaction. But here's what happens. The 10 gets paid, the 4 gets paid. Here, what's going to happen is the flat bet gets paid $500 and 1,500 on the 4 and 10 or the 5 and 9 get paid 1,000 and pays 2 to 3. Okay, minus that 2. So what happens to the rack? Look at all this coming back. We got burned for 2K on the 4, which really kind of sucks. But back to the rack we go, and our purple chips are actually back to square. We made all that money back. We're only down a few $100. We're down about $500-600 from that big lay. So that's what happens here is you set them all up, they get knocked down, and Bob's your uncle. Works out pretty good. Let's mark that in there. 4, 3, 7. I know I'm kind of slow with the Crapsy. I'm not Jeff level with Crapsy. Here we go. Coming out to a new number. Let's get your bet set. I'm going to let a number get established. That'll be our first lay point. That's a hard 4. That's a hard 4. 2 and a 2, hard 4. We'll mark that up. Bring the dice up to you. There's the 4. Now again, we're going to lay the 4 for $1,500 and let one don't bet come through. Now again, we got to avoid, this is a direct lay, so there will be a vig there if we win it. Big vig if we win it. We got to avoid the 4 repeating on us right here. All right, here we go. Dice are out, hands up. Come on, JB, let's, not like last time. We got aces, that's awesome. Little bonus bet. This is why, by the way, I don't hedge the 11. And I'll tell you why in a minute. There's aces there, there's aces there. The reason why I don't hedge the 11 is this. You have a win here on the 1-2, the 2-1, and the 1-1. There's 3 ways to win in here. There's 2 ways to lose on the 11. So you've got like a one probability advantage to win in here. The flip side of that is the 7, which also loses here, but you've got the 7 hedged out here. So you're hedged everywhere. You should win more often than not on these. So we're going to take $500 back to our rack and be really happy about that. Get ourselves another one. Here we go. Coming out. Still coming out. And this is the time where you get the 11 and it erases itself normally. Hey, a 4-3-7. Cool. That's really awesome. 4-3-7. 4-3-7. 4-3-7. So we're going to lose in the don't. I'll put the loser up front. The lay bet is going to win $750. Okay, so we're going to win back the $500 we lost plus $250. Now you're going to have vig to pay. Okay, 5% of $750 is 30. It's about $40. You can call it 50 if you want to and give them back. I think it's not quite $50, but I think it's 43 or something. Give them back this. Right, there's your $50 for vig. I don't care if the math is wrong on that. I'm going to bring back $700 to my rack, which is fantastic. Let's look at the difference. Now our starting bankroll, 5,000, 10,000, 12, 14, 16, 18. There was 2,000 here in black. There's 1,500 in black now, and here's 500. That makes our initial bankroll back. We won back that huge loss that we took earlier in just a couple of transactions. Now let's go back, make that profit. Coming out. Here we go. Give me a new point. This strategy is way more fun when there's a lot of points happening. Hopefully we get a nice run here and show you some points. When the point cycle's running, it actually makes interestingly fun money. All right, here we go. 10's a point, 1,500 lay, 500 in the DC. That's a 6-4-10. 6-4-10. That's a direct lay here. I'll let Craftsy do its thing. Y'all get your bets in. Here we go. Let's hope for a long run. Instead of having the quick 7s where you make money, let's get some points set, and we'll see how this thing kind of builds over time. Let's go. That's an 8, 5, 3, 8, easy. Okay, here's what's going to happen. DC moves behind the 8. Okay, this lay bet now is no longer needed to hedge that. What we're going to do is move the lay to the last number rolled. And the lay bet is no longer it's not a direct lay, it's actually a lay on the number. 6 naked lay for 1,200. 1,200 to win 1,000 here. So it's $1,200 there, and we're coming through. We're exposed to the 8 and the 11 right now. The 8 and the 11, so the 5 ways to win here, and the 2 ways to win the 11 there. We're exposed for 7 ways to lose. So this is a dangerous time for us, but without risk, where's the reward, right? Let's log that 8 in. 5, 3, 8. 5, 3, 8. Here we go. Get your hands up. Get your bets in. And here come the dice. Let's get anything but an 8. Anything but an 8. We have a yo. All right, we got a yo 11. I told you that's going to happen up here, but we already won one, right? 6-5 yo. That's okay. We won earlier on the aces, so we're even up here. That to me sucks. Not the end of the world. A second one would be pretty awful. Here we go. Place your bets. Get your hands in. Get your bets in. Here come the dice. And we have a 3-1-4. Sweet. 3-1-4. Big Joe. All right, DC moves behind the 4. The lay bet will now move behind the 4, and we're gonna have to increase it to 1,500. The next DC bet comes in, and now we place the 8, okay? We're gonna place the 8 for 400 bucks. Or I'm sorry, for 450. 450 bucks we place it for. 450. 1, 2, 3, 4. 450. Okay, that comes back here. 50 bucks. 450 pays 525, by the way. This pays 5 1/4. So if the 7 rolls on this transaction, you either win 50 bucks because you're at 450, or you win 25 bucks. And again, it's kind of a crappy, boring play in here. The 6 and 8 are not great, but here we are. If the 7 rolls now, you're set. You're getting paid all in here. So let's get a roll. Let's get a roll. Here we go. But get your hands in. Get your bets in. Here we go. All right, 5, 2, 7. We're not getting the long roll. I like the long rolls here are more fun. They're way more Friday Folly-ish when I get a bunch of points set, but it's okay. 5, 2, 7. We're gonna make money. And that's all that matters. 5, 2, 7. So let's take these things. We'll pay it properly. Take the losers. We're gonna lose the DC. We're gonna lose 450 bucks in front. So there's your losses. Okay. What gets paid? The no 8 gets paid by that. So that's covered. Over here, the front part of this 4 gets paid 500. We only have 450 here. You get $500 on the flat bet. The back bet, the lay bet up there, again at 750 or at 1,500 pays 750. So that's gonna be 500, 750. Coming back to the rack, we'll give him the 50 bucks for the vig because it was a direct. Actually, it was not a direct lay, but that was a lay on the DC. So here we go, back to the rack. 50 bucks here. I'll put the greens in front. And how does our stack look? I think it looks pretty good. We're gonna have, looks like, got our purple set up. There's our initial bankroll. In the back here, there's $1,000. There's $2,000 with those purples. I'll put them over here. So we have 300 bucks in profit. So our initial bankroll plus 300 bucks in profit. I'm going to move those over there and work the black chips as a separate little play. All right. Let's get a black for those greens, and our puck is off. We're going to come out. New point. Again, I want to get some more of these in here. These are way more fun when there's a lot of hedging going on. Right now, we're just winning because I suck, and we're getting bought as sevens. But there's more fun to this strategy. I want you to see it play out as we go. 6, 4, 10. New point. 6, 4, 10. New point. All right. As always, we're going to direct lay the first one for 1,500 while we're coming out. Let's avoid the 10. Let's avoid the yo. Here we go. Get your hands up. Get your bets in. Here come the dice. Come on. 5, 4, 9. All right. We avoid disaster. 5, 4, 9. So DC, our first DC, legit DC, travels to the 9. It's not a direct lay. Now it's an actual lay. So we lay for 1,500 bucks to win 1,000 here as we're coming out. Here's the biggest danger point of the strategy. Right now we roll a 9. We're screwed. Roll a 7. We're looking good. Let's get that 549 logged in. I didn't log it in. 549. I got to get faster with the craftsy piece of this thing. I know that there's a rhythm to that I have to find still. All right, here we go. No hedging yet. We're just gonna hammer the 7 right here. I'd love to not have a 7. Give me something else. 1, 2, 3. There it is. So now we got back that yo that we lost. 2, 1, 3. 2, 1, 3, a little bonus nickel right there. That's awesome. Put that bad boy right in the rack. Here we go. Let's get a point. Let's get your bets in. Here we go, locking it out. It's a 5 figures. Doesn't it just frickin' figure? We got the fight again, 549. That's okay. That's okay, 549. It wouldn't be a morning show if I didn't destroy my own strategy, right? This is gonna travel to the 9 while all this loses. So we're gonna be down 2K again for that. That just pisses me off. All right, we're gonna lay it again, right? You lay the number that just came. Coming out, here we go. Wow, what a bummer. What a huge, huge bummer. Let's do, did I log it in? I didn't log it in. 5, 4, there's that. There's that. All right, I think that's right. Or did I put it in too many times? I put it in too many times. Damn it, sorry guys, I screwed the roll tracker up. The roll tracker's fine. It's the Crapsy is wrong. So sorry about that. Crapsy got an extra 9. So whoopsie. Here we go. Hard 4. All right. So the next don't come bet moves to the 4. There it goes. We're going to move our lay down to the 4. We're going to take the 9. We're going to place the 9 now for 350. 350 bucks. There's my $50 change. And the way this is going to work, again, the power hedge part of this thing is if the 7 comes here, you win 150. Right? That's pretty good. And if the wait, is 350 or 400? I'm gonna go to 400. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go to 400. My bad. That should be 400 bucks on the 9. 400 bucks on the 9. And the reason for that is it's gonna win either 100 bucks on a 7. The 7 wins you 100 bucks. If the 9 happens to roll, right, that 400, what does that 400 pay on the 9? 40 pays 56 is 560, right? So you win 60 bucks. We're looking to win 60 bucks, or we're looking to win 100 bucks here. So that's gonna be kind of the hedge on that. Let's get our next DC bet out the door. It's a 4. Oh my God. Welcome to my morning. Lose another 2,000 bucks. Okay, now we're gonna be in trouble. Now I think we go south. That's a 2-2. That's a 2-2. Boy, we have ricocheted ourselves 3 times today. Normally doesn't happen that often. It happens, but not like 3 times in 10 rolls. Like that's a little bit insane. But it is what it is, right? Let's go back out here with 1,500 bucks. Get our next one and see if we can't recover in the next 15 minutes. What do you think, huh? Let's go. Hands up. Here come the dice. Come on, Crapsy. Do your damn thing. All right. Boom. Hard 6. All right. Let's get it on. Move you to the 6. Take the lay. We're going to lay the 6 for 1,200 to win 1,000. That 4 now gets hedged at 350. All right. There we go. This comes back here. That goes to my rack. I'm sorry, that goes to the rack. And we're open on the 6. We're coming out again. Just play it out. Again, these 2 are hedged. This one's open. If that gets set, rinse and repeat. All right, here we are. That's a 617. 617, good result. 6 and a 1. Enter that in. 6 and a 1. Boy, Crapsy's a pain in the ass. All right, 617. So we'll take the losers. Loser here, loser here, loser here. And if I make this look like a purple chip, it'll make the payments easier. So there's 1,000, 1,250 bucks that we lost. Okay. The 3 flat bets are going to get paid 1,500 bucks. And back here, 1,200 is going to pay another 1,000. So we turned out ahead on that one, although we had lost a whole pile of money getting ricocheted on the 9 and the 4. So we're not going to be even, but we're going to be a little closer to health at least. So let's get to where we are here. There's 3. Wow, man, that getting whacked twice really hurts. So we're down. We're down about 1,000 bucks. We're down at We're down 1,500 here, it looks like, and we're down to 2K. Getting whacked twice. Man, that's a bummer. All right, here we go. Coming out. The ricochet has been biting me. Another 4, 314. 3-1. A lot of 4s today, it looks like. 3-1-4. I haven't really paying attention, but feels like a lot of 4s. There we go. 4 there. Lay it. Coming through. Let's get it set. Get your hands in. Bets in, rather. 6, 426. 426. 426 logged in. DC travels to the 6. The lay bet is going to become 1,200, not 1,500. 500 coming through. Let's avoid that 6. One of these days where rolls are too short to be any fun. Oh, another 4. Wow, how many 4s is that today? That's got to be 5 4s, at least. 314. We are rolling a lot of 4s. All right, 4 is going to come here. That's going to be your point. Moving the lay bet down to the 4. Okay. Now, what's going to happen here is this. Because that was the point, I'm not going to lay. I'm going to hedge right away. We're going to go out right away with both hedges. So 350 here and 450 here on the 6. I'm going to come right out of the gate with the hedges, so we can avoid come out disaster. So we're coming out here, and then we'll come through with our next hedge as we go through. There's a 6. Come out to a 6. Whoop, that rolled on me. There's a 6. So it's a 3, 3, 6, a 3, 3, 6. So our first hedge gets engaged, like direct hedge. So what happens here is the 450 on the 6 pays 5 1/4. So we're going to lose the 500, but we're going to get paid 5 1/4 up front. So our net there is a $25 win. It's not beautiful, but it works. Works well enough. Let's bring that back, and we're going to go back and start the lay process again. So we're going to lay the 6 for $1,200 while we come through with our next one. You are saying this is the dumbest strategy I've ever seen, and it is. It's a hedgeopotamus kind of a strategy, and we're getting killed on it. And that's okay. It's Friday. Who cares? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Love it. That's our third win in that, right? 2, 1, 3. So 2, 1, 3 there. 2, 1, 3 here. So we've won this thing now 3 times. We've lost it once on the 11. So we're ahead of the game. So in the end of the day, that little thing is an important thing for us to remember. The 2s and the 3s outpace the 11s normally. That's why you don't hedge in the DC. You don't hedge the DC as long as you're hedging the 7 somewhere out here, you're okay. Now I'm still on the 6. I'm still laying the 6 because it was still the last box number rolled. So hopefully we can avoid it here. This is where we got beat on the 9. We rolled that horn number, and then the 9 repeated on us and we got screwed. Let's avoid that 6. Whew. All right, we did it. Oh shit. 6, 3. 6, 3, 9. 6, 3, 9. This will travel to the 9. We're going to take our lay bet and move it behind the 9 now. We're going to, again, travel the lay to what just came, and here we are. Now we're going to come back out. If we get something set, we'll hedge the 9, and we'll start building our hedges up. Let's go. 6, 5, yo. There, of course. 6, 5, yo. 6, 5, yo. If it was not for no rhythm, I'd have no rhythm at all, right? Coming back out. So we're still up 3 to 2 here. It's okay. And we have a 6, 2, 8 easy coming out to an 8. 6, 2, 8 there. We'll mark it up here too. 6, 2, 8 the easy way. Now we have a third one. This is cool. Maybe we'll get fun. There's the 8. We're going to move our lay behind the one that just came, which is the 8 for 1,200. We're going to place our 9 for $400. Excuse me. Yeah. All right, here we go. Coming back out. We're late on the 8. We're coming through. We're going to keep on cycling these things through until we have them all set. Hopefully we get them all set. There's a 9. Awesome. 5, 4, 9. This is great. comes up here. So we'll lose the don't. The don't come travels to the 9. The 400 up here is going to pay 560. So 550, 560. Your net here is going to be 60 bucks because the 500 goes back into the don't for the next one. And the lay bet's going to move over to here. We're going to move our lay behind the 9, which just came, and all this comes back to the rack. Okay, the 8 now is exposed. So it's like the last thing that gets exposed is what gets the next lay. So the 8 gets exposed. It gets hit now for 450. And you just kind of hedge the one before the last one. So now we're looking at avoiding the 9, getting her set. Did I get the 9 marked in? I didn't. Sorry, 5, 4, 9. You almost need somebody to like run the Crapsy and the roll tracker for you as you're doing this. Let's get that offset so you can see it. Okay, here we go. Coming back out to a 6. Sweetness. 426. There's your point. That's a 426. Let's mark it in here too. 426. That's the point getting hit. Should be, right? Okay, so what'll happen is this. This will travel behind the 6. Nobody wins or loses yet. This lay here, not needed. We're gonna bring that lay back to the rack. And we're going to start placing stuff. So the 9 gets placed for 400 bucks. 2, 3, 400 bucks on the 9 with 100 and change. The 6 gets placed for 450 bucks, just like the 8. So now everything that we have out here is directly hedged up. Nothing bad can happen. You're in a no-win, no-lose situation right now with all these numbers. You're going to win 50, 100 bucks, depending on what comes out. Here we go. Hands up, dice in, or whatever the words are. 639 is our point. New point gets set as 9. You're going to lose your lay. But up here, you're going to get paid 560 bucks. And that bet comes down. So how this all is going to work, the 9 just got rolled. So we're going to put the 500 bucks back into the DC. I'm going to take the change back to the rack up here in the front. And we're going to lay the 9 for 1,500. As that DC comes out. Now we're going to be hopefully in a good little cycle here. A nice long roll. These things cycle up and you're winning 100 bucks every time, or 50, 60 bucks, whatever it is, every time. It takes a purple chip to win 60 bucks in this damn thing. Hey, we got aces. We got aces. 1-1 aces there. Beauteous. I forget the count. I want to say this is now 4-2 in the winners up here. The craps versus the 11. Nice win. Nice win. We'll just take it back to the rack. All right, let's go. Coming out. That's going to be a 4-1-5. 4-1-5. A 4 and a 1. So the DC travels to the 5. The lay comes off the 9 and just goes to the 5. And we'd come out again. Just like that. We're going to come right back out. Keep this process going. 4-1-5. Bets are in. This is where it gets kind of fun. At least we can avoid the 5. We'll get some cycle here. It's fun to see the washing machine go. Hey, 4-3-7. All right, how's this work? 4-3-7. We're not going to get healthy, but we're going to be okay. We're going to lose 500 bucks there. We're going to lose all this mess up in here. Let's get him. There's 500. There's 2 purples. And there's another black. So we've lost in that round 1,750 bucks. Bummer. But we get paid in the flat, and the flat. From that, I'll take the 250 away. And up here, you get paid again on the flat, and you get paid 2 for the 3 in the back. So we get paid a bunch of money on that 7. And it really tightens up our rack. The rack is going to be looking pretty healthy. Matter of fact, there's our starting bankroll over here. On the other side of it, we have 1,500 and 400. I'm going to color this up to be $100 in green. I'll show you where we are. Okay, if I take these 3 back and we get 1, 2, 3, I think we're even. We're within 100 bucks of being even. We are. There we are. There's our starting bankroll. There's our starting bankroll. Our starting bankroll, we're only down $300. And actually being whacked for $4,000 in here from that 9 and from that 4 earlier. Actually, we got beat on the 4 twice and the 9 once. We lost $6,000 getting ricocheted. We're down $300. This thing battles back really, really, really hard if you can avoid that ricochet. Now I'm worried about it because we're due. We're due to get crushed again. So let's get a new point. Back on the 10. 6, 4, 10, 6, 4, 6, 4, 10. 6, 4, 10 should be a new point. I think the roll tracker, I didn't put the 7 in last time. Yeah, the roll tracker's right. Sorry about that. We got like 5 minutes to go here. All right, here we go. Let's do it. You guys are all just talking about random shit in the chat, which is great. Let me just flail around. It's good. I love it. $1,500 lay on the 10. $500 don't come. Here comes the roll. No 10, please. 437. All right. 437. 437. Easy squeezy, right? You're going to win 500, 750 there. You'll lose your don't. $50 goes to the VIG. Bringing back $700. That's dope. That is awesome sauce. We are essentially got our money back that we lost earlier. Let's get a new point. That'll be a 9 this time. There's a 9. Late for 15. DC for 5. Let's mark that up. That was a 6-3. 6-3. All right, let's go. Avoid the 9. No 9, baby. No 9. Yes. 3-2-5. 3 and a 2. That's going to be a 3 and a 2, 5. Boy, so Crafty's really running slow. It feels like 3-2-5. All right, that's going to travel behind the 5. We're going to move our lay down behind it. We're going to grab another $500 and come through. Here's our big one right here. Let's go. Let's get it. Come on. 8. That's a 5-3-8. 5-3-8. You can get your bets in now. 5-3-8. Let's mark it up. Okay, what happens here? Don't come moves to the 8. The lay bet travels to the 8. Instead of 1,500, we're going to make it look like 1,200. 500 more coming through. Hit the 5 for 400. So we're hedged here. Guaranteed win on the 5 or the 7 here. The 7 here is going to do us a lot of good. Let's get another point set, though. Let's get something else going. Here we go. Dice are out. 5, 1, 6. All right, we got the 8 and the 6 hit. Cool. There's a 5-1. There's a 5-1. Let Crapsy do its thing. Let's pay ourselves. We're going to move the DC to the 6. We're going to slide the $1,200 in lay bets to the 6. We're going to place the 8 now, again, for $450. There's 400. And $50 on the 8. 50 and change. And 500 more coming. 2 hedged, 1 open, 1 coming. That's the pattern here. Here we go. 4-1-5. Okay, coolness. So what's going to happen is exactly this. Let's log it in first. 4-1-5. That's a 4-1-5. It's going to be a $60 net winner for us. We're going to lose this don't. This is going to travel behind. That's going to pay $560. We're going to put the 500 right back into the don't. We're going to slide our lay behind the 5, which just came, or I guess we'll do this. We're going to put the, I'm sorry, I messed that up. We'll put the 450 on the 6. We're going to lay the 5 because it just came for 1,500 while we come out. Slide it around. All right, did I put the 5 in? I did. Here we go. Next come out is a 5-1-6. Good. All right, let's play it through again. Here's the hedging. This is the washing machine part of this thing. A 5-1-6. 5-1-6. We're going to lose the lay. The DC comes in. Okay. Out front here, that pays 5 1/4. So our net there is going to be 1/4. We're going to move the lay over here. We're We're going to place the 5 for 400 to hedge that off. We're going to come out with a DC of 500, and we're going to bring back 75 bucks. All that to win $75. It worked out good. This is a good time for a 7 right here, actually. Really good time for a 7. Let's get that 6. I think the roll tracker is really behind. Somehow that roll tracker sort of jumps out of phase sometimes. Here we go. Come on, something good. Midnight. Boring. 6 and a 6. We're safe on that. Same bet. No 6, please. 4, 314. All right, 314. Love it. 314 there. There's a 314 here. So that moves behind the 4. The lay comes to the 4. We place the 6 for 450 bucks. It's like rinse and repeat. 3 things are hedged. 1 thing is wide open. We're coming out again. This is the worst time for a 7 because it's on the 4. You want a 7 to come when you're on the 6 or 8 or something like that. But we're going to go to the 9. DC goes to the 9. Lay comes with it. Next one comes out. That's the point. That's a 639. 639. Push that in. Now what I'm going to do here is this. Because it was the point and we're coming out, I'm not going to lay. But instead, we'll get our place bet in right now. 400 bucks on the 9. Everything is hedged. Just going to wait for the next point to be established. And we'll start our process. Oh, we got to get the 4. The 4's got to get out there for 350. Get everything hedged off. That's going to be 350. 350 for 500 with 150 change. All right. Green's there, black's there. It looks like our rack is depleted, but trust me, it's about to get real. It's about to get real up in here. Here we go. We have a yo. Who cares? 6-5 yo. You pass liners are going to win on that one. Roll now. 6-5 yo. 6-5 yo. All right. Waiting for a point. Boy, Crapsy is really lagging. I put that in like 20 seconds ago. It just rolled. Here we go. Bet's in. Coming out. 4, hard 4. Okay, good. Okay, 4-4 or 2-2 hard 4. That's actually a good result for us. 2 and a 2. So the way that works out is this: we're going to lose our 500, which sucks. You'd think, right? Lose the 500, but we have 350 out here, which pays 350 pays 700. So we're going to get paid 500, 700, and down. So that's awesome. So the point's going to be a 4. We're going to come through with a $500 DC, and we're going to put our lay bet on the 4 for 1,500 bucks. We're going to lay the 4 for 1,500. Coming out of the DC. I think everything is set. Next roll. Boy, Crapsy just slows my life down. All right, here we go. Coming out of the DC. 639. Okay, 639. And put that in Crapsy first so that you'll have a chance to bet while I'm doing this. 639 into there. We're going to lose our 9. The DC is going to travel and take its place. Out front, we make 560. And down. That comes back to us. Into the rack we go. 500 bucks is our next DC bet. And out front, we're gonna place it for 400. No, we're not. We're not actually. Sorry, the 9 rolled. The lay goes to the. The lay goes to the 9. The 4 gets the 350. There we go. Coming out. So here it is. Our lay's here. Everything else is pretty well. Actually, we don't need that. Did I hit the? Oh, that's right. We don't need that. Sorry, I should have pulled that down a long time ago. My mistake. Should have pulled that down. 3 hedges, 1 coming through. All right, now I think I'm cooking with gas. Here we go. Bets in. Dice out. Come on, Crapsy, do your thing. There we go. Oh no, that was ugly. Off the back wall directly. 5-5 hard 10. And a 5-5 hard 10 there. This is going to travel behind the 10. We're going to take the 9, place it for 400. And we're out of places to go, right? We only have one open spot. We're going to lay the 10 for 1,500 bucks again and have our last DC come. We can cycle this forever like this, or we can get him set and just let him pick off. Either way. Here we go. This is where it gets interesting and fun. This is why it's Friday Follies. When it gets like this, it's actually kind of fun. Come on. Here we go. Give me something fun. 549. Okay. That'll work. Same as always, right? We're going to lose our don't, but the DC is going to travel into it. Up front, it's going to pay 560 bucks and come down. The lay bet's going to travel behind the 9 now. We're going to take the 10, place it for 350. We're going to put 500 in the don't and bring back 110. Nice little swap of a black chip there, isn't it? That's kind of a cool little deal. Let's avoid the 9. 639. Let's get that marked in. Sorry about that. 639. Here we go. We're in the cycle. Coming out to a 9. And it was bound to happen. It was bound to get, we haven't ricocheted ourselves in a while. It was bound to happen. 549. That's a huge bummer. We'll lose 2K. Losing 2K on the way out sucks. That really sucks. But here we go. Let's lay it again. Undeterred. Go right back to it. I'm going to go right back to it. Matter of fact, what I might do here, just because it's Friday, is go out here and double that up. Let's put 3K on that. We got a 7 right here. Let's make it right back up, just because I'm a little angry. Right? Let's do that. What's our point? Point is 4. We'll ricochet on the 9. Give me a 7 right now. Or a 10. That's okay. That'll work. That'll still work. 4-3-10, or 6-4-10 rather. 6-4, 6-4. DC travels behind the 10. We lose the other one. That goes away. Okay. The 350 up here is going to pay 700 bucks. And this comes down, obviously. The lay bet, my little gambit there, my little Angry John play didn't work out. So what? Where are we at here? We're going to come through there. The 9 gets placed now for 400. The 10 is our open spot to get a 3 in play. And there we go. We're back set again. 1. All right, here we are. Am I marked up? I didn't mark that in. I didn't put the roll. Sorry, 6-4-10. I didn't put it in. 6-4-10. All right, here we go. Coming out again. A 9. There's that 9 being all happy for us, right? All right, same trip. Same trip. 9. Lose the don't. Travel it in. That pays 560. And down. Lay bet travels. We get the 10 for 350. We drop 500 the don't. We bring back $110. It's a good transaction when that comes to fruition. I'm going to go ahead and change some of these greens in. There's a 300 bucks in blacks. And these reds here are going to get 1, 2 greens. I'm just trying to keep my rack somewhat neat, and I'm running out of chips to pay myself with over here. All right. We're set. We're still ricocheting off that 9. Did I mark the 9 up? No, I did not. 5-4. 5-4-9. This is so much slower running Crapsy. I'm sorry for if this is like watching paint dry for y'all, but man, Crapsy takes a lot out of the rhythm here. So 6-1-7. That'll get us back. It's a lot of money out there, right? There's a lot of hedging going on. 6-1-7. Let's put that in there. So here's what'll happen. We'll take all of our losers off the table first. And let's make them all look like the right color so we can follow along easier. That's going to be a black chip. There's 500. Whoops. This is going to look like we lost a lot of money. There's $1,500 in blacks. So we lost 2,150 bucks. We got 5 lay bets out here, right? So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, and the 9 was laid for 1,500, so that wins 1,000 back there, okay? So we had a ton of money out there. We were doing a little bit of the hedgy stuff. How do we fare? After all that, we're gonna be down, I think, because we got beat so bad on that, on that, what do you call it? On that ricochet. But let's get ourselves back to a normal chip count here. We'll see where we stand, okay? There's 4, there's 4, there's 4, and there's 4. There's the initial bankroll of the big ones. On the black side, 500, 1,000, 1,500, 1,800, 1,900. So we're 1,900. We're actually literally down. There's $1,900 there plus $60 here. We're down 40 bucks. Isn't that great? We got whacked 4 times and we're only down 40 bucks. And honestly, if you don't get whacked one of those times, you're up 2,000 bucks, right? It's a matter of like you're playing a game of chicken here. So I'm not done till I win something, right? We're gonna keep playing till I win. We're gonna win it or lose it. So here we go. Bets in, hands out. Let's go. Come on, baby. Let's win something. 9. Back on the 9. A lot of 9s tonight. A lot of 4s tonight or today. A lot of 9s, a lot of 4s. All right, let's go. We're gonna lay the 9 for 1,500. We're gonna come out with 500. Let's make it happen. 5, 5, 4, 9. That's your new point. 5 and a 4 is the new point. Come on. Anything but a 9. All right, there's a 4. There's a 4. We move the lay to the 4. Come out clean. Let's make it happen. 3, 1, 4. Come on, roll. 3, 1, 4. 3, 1, 4. Let's avoid that damn 4. All right, I thought it was going to be a 4. It was actually a 6. All right, Crapsy just rolled the 4. Crapsy is really about a minute behind, it seems like. That's really bad. It's a 5-1-6 that is rolled there, so how ugly is that? 5-1-6. All right, we move behind the 6. The lay travels behind the 6. We reduce it to 1,200 because it's a 6. 500 more coming through, and the 4 gets placed for 350 bucks. So our first hedge is out. Let's roll it. Let's get it done. Hands up. Here we go. 3, 1, 4. Okay. All right. 3 and a 1. 3 and a 1. A 3 and a 1. Okay, so the 4, we're going to lose our lay, or our DC. The new DC will travel behind the 4. This was hedged off, so 350 pays 700 in the front and comes down, as does, and that stays there. So what's going to happen is the lay is going to move over here. I'll use these chips to make it happen. We'll move the lay to the 4. We're going to place our 6 for 450 bucks. Bring the $300 back and come out with a new 500 in the DC. That's the transaction. We didn't make money on that transaction, but it paid for all the bets that are out there. Okay, here we go. Dice are out. Looking to avoid the 4. We get a 6-2-8. That moves to the 8. The lay bet's going to move. We're going to change it down to 1,200. We're going to place the 4 for 350 bucks. There we go. And we're coming out again. 2 numbers hedged, 1 number open, 1 the DC. 6-2-8. Did I log it in? I didn't. Damn it. Sorry, guys. I'm really slow here. 6-2-8. 6-2-8. All right. Here we go. 7. All right. That should help us out a lot. 6-1-7. Let's get that logged in there. A 6-1-7. We wanted that. This is a good time for it. 6 and a 1. All right. Losers, 500, 450, and 350. There's 500 more. All right, so we lost a total of 1,800 or 1,300 bucks, okay? But again, we get paid here and here. We get paid there on the flat bets. The $1,200 lay on the 6 gets paid 1,000 bucks. Net result is Let's check our rack. I bet you were about there. Took a hot minute to get here, but there is our initial bankroll here. I'm going to add these up here. I'm going to get a bunch of blacks because I want you to see the rack as it should be. There's 1,500 in black. All right, so the blacks are going to be, there's 5, there's 10, there's our initial bankroll. Right there, we're back to health. There's the initial starting bankroll. And we have, finally, some profit. Good gravy. It took a long time, but there's 1,000, 1,300, and $60 in profit. So $1,360 in profit. And let's not forget, we got beat here twice on the 11. We won 4 times. So that was a good result down there. We got ricocheted, I think 4 times, maybe 5. I think 4 times. Each time we ricochet, you lose $2,000. So we lost 8K in ricochets, which is brutal, more than usual. Still came out ahead and never really dipped into the yellow chips. We never dipped in past 10K. We were never really at risk. We never really were sweating. This worked out. Is it a way that I'd play at a casino? No, it's not. That's a grind, and it's a 100 and some rolls to get to where we got to today. Huge grind, awful, but we made money. We still made money, and it's just fun. So anyway, I think that's a pretty fun strategy to play here. This would be hella fun on bubble craps. Right, doing bubble craps with like $2 lays and whatever else. You can play bubble craps in that thing forever, and build 50, 60, $100. Right, that's a cool way to do bubble craps. So, again, is it the best way to play? No. Is it Friday Follies? Yeah, it's a Friday Folly play. It's just a fun way to just hedge your way out there and sort of do it. At the $500 level, right, those big ass bets, you're winning like 50, 60, $85. Once in a while you win 250 on a 4 or 10, but even at that level, it should show you that hedging, even at the $500 level, is such a grind, man. You win nothing when you hedge. Like hedging as a full-time strategy is a soul crusher, and that proves it right there. Although it does make money. That thing will always come back and make some money for you, but whatever. Hey, it's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. Get out of here. I'm gonna go check my chats real quick. I didn't check yesterday, and I got yelled at for it. Let's check and see if there's anything in here you want to talk to me about. Is anybody still watching? We're down to 21 people. That must have been the worst show ever. Usually we've got about 50 people watching. Today we have 20 because that strategy was freaking boring. So yeah, I'm dropping the Windows computer. For sure that Windows computer is going out. Oh, Vince, I should have seen this earlier. Yeah, if I exit craps, you come back in, it speeds up. It's really weird how laggy that was. Some of those rolls were like 40 seconds from when I typed them into when I saw the dice go. That can't really happen. That's not a thing. All right, any questions that are important for me to get to? Is it easy to roll 2 inside numbers or 1, 4, and 10 over 1,000 rolls? Boy, that's tough, man. We should probably do a win craps thing on that. From a probability standpoint, there's 6 ways to roll A4 or 8 or A4 or a 10. There's 6 ways to go there. The inside numbers, you've got 10 on the 6 and 8, and 4 on the 5 and 9. There's 18 ways to roll. So you need to get 2 out of 18 versus 1 out of 6. Technically speaking, it should be easier to roll 1, 4, or 10 than it is to roll the 2 inside numbers. But we'll see. All right. Let's see. What do we have here? That's it, guys. You guys, that's it. Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. I'll be practicing tonight over the weekend. I'm gonna be setting cameras up out there and hopefully smoother. I got to figure out a better way to do Crapsy. I'm sorry, Crapsy today was super laggy. It slowed down my whole rhythm today. Just wasn't a good fluid show like it normally is. So, whatever. It's a dumb strategy. I didn't play it well, and Crapsy made it slower. And sorry for a rough Friday, but good things coming here. So I'll see you all Monday. I may go out there and practice tonight, but if not, I will see you tonight for Friday Night Fights for sure. 6 o'clock, CGTV. I'm dealing it. It's going to be fun. I'll see you then. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye.